Hello, my friends. Welcome to our midday live broadcast where we're here to answer everybody's questions. Tonight, we start our boot camp for February. And so we have some folks here that are participating in the February boot camp. Some folks here that are continuing students. They were in the January boot camp. Some of you have been in boot camp for the last 90 days. And we also have some of our coaching students that are here that graciously let you look over my shoulder as we work with them. So I'm going to ask everybody to put in the chat window what you'd like me to do, and we're going to demonstrate what is clearly the fastest, the easiest way to build a business. All right? I mean, there is no faster way. After 25 years, I assure you, if there was a faster way, I'd be teaching you. All right? Every day I'm logged into people's accounts. I learn one or two new things every day. Now, any personal development coach will tell you that there are 3 steps to being successful at anything. First, get mentored by someone who has already achieved the results you want. Second, find out the exact steps you need to take. And third, take immediate action. Tonight, in our boot camp, we're going to help everybody master what over the years has been called the Max method. It is a proven and simple 4-step formula. It's behind the success of the top earners in your business. They're using Facebook, they're using LinkedIn. When you follow the formula to the letter, it will produce great results for you no matter what you're selling. You can engage and close sales with the people you already know or with complete strangers. All right, and so let me just take a little peek here and see who's here. I'm going to first and foremost jump over to we're going to jump into an account and we're going to show you how this whole process works, okay? But for those of you that are registered for boot camp starts tonight. All of the sessions are recorded, and for those of you that are in Europe, don't worry about trying to make the 9 o'clock sessions because, like I said, they're all going to be recorded. Now, when you log into the boot camp section, there's a welcome video that explains pretty much how boot camp is going to work. We have directions that you can download. We have an activity sheet for you to keep track of your activity, plus team members will also be using it. And finally, we have the social networking chatting strategies. Now, this is a document that we put together. We're constantly improving it, which is kind of like a step above the scripts book in this regard. What you're going to do with this is when you get objections or when you have people that give you a yes or a no or maybe any kind of objection, we take the objection and we show you how to answer it, and we're going to give you a live example of that today. So you immediately have access to recorded sessions of a previous boot camp. Section on creating your page, connecting with people, communicating with them and closing them, and you've got a downloadable PDF with all the images. And then tonight, when we do our live sessions, you get the live sessions. What we're also doing is we're making it available to you at the beginning of the month. Now, boot camp's, the official session starts tonight. It's the 6th, but these have been available since the 1st of February. In March, if our boot camp starts on the 8th, As soon as people register, they will be able to jump in here March 1st, March 2nd, March 3rd, and watch all of these. And then, the most important part of this is that I do live broadcasts, 9 a.m. every morning, Monday through Friday. So for those of you that are in Europe, 9 o'clock would be 3 o'clock in the afternoon. In the UK, it would be, I think, 5 o'clock in Denmark. In Israel, it's a little bit later. So the bottom line is you will have plenty of time to get with me, and during boot camp, we'll do with you what we're doing with other folks. For those of you that are registered for our Top Earner Retreat at the end of the month, we have directions, the case studies, the download for the 90-day game plan. We also have what we call the flip book version. So this is an online version. Whoops. So you don't have to print it out. And it's going to step you through the entire process. Everything with forms, calendars, directions, little mindset information, the importance of having a buddy when you're trying to build your business, and then the actual 4 steps. Okay? Create, connect, communicate, and close. That's in the basic recording period. Okay? What we have every part of this is broken down with complete details on how to train your team. We'll turn off the sound here. It's a little aggravating. We're also going to show you how to use webinars, how to create groups. This is all designed to help everybody master social media, specifically Facebook and LinkedIn. But this works for everyone. Doesn't matter what it is. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop over here to LinkedIn and let me unmute Denise.
Hey, Max.
Hi, Denise. Did you hear back from our friend?
I did. She wants to talk.
Of course she does. Of course she does. Because, you know, and folks, this is what I'm talking about, all right? This is exactly how the process works. And, you know, the exciting part for Denise is she knows that what we've done here, she's going to, I mean, literally, I mean, Denise, you could do one of these a day, right?
Right, easily.
Right. So let's just take everybody through the process so you have a clear idea. So Denise, let's go over to her message area. One of the people that she's talking to is Elizabeth, okay? And what's kind of interesting, she's on a farm. Did you know? Did you know she was on a farm?
No, I didn't.
So
now.
Yeah, right. You're going to continue to learn about her. Okay. Now here's something that you want to keep in mind, that when you're communicating with somebody, we want to have conversation. Okay. She says, I have a small farm. Really? You know, what kind of a farm?
Right.
So what we did last night, we sent her this, and so let's just, for all of you, we're going to show you how it all started. Now, Elizabeth is a dedicated, hardworking professional looking to contribute her knowledge and skills to your team. In other words, she's looking for something new to do. Okay? She's looking for something new. Now, we come up here and we type in looking for opportunity. On LinkedIn, you have 845,000 people that are looking for an opportunity. When you're working on the internet and we're working with words, words are precise. Looking for opportunities, we have 1.2 million people who are looking for opportunity. Now we could filter this down and find people by location. Want to find people looking for an opportunity in the United Kingdom? We just check this off. Apply. And we have 154,550 people in the United Kingdom that are looking for new opportunity. All right, now we can come up here and we can say, you know what, let's filter this down a little bit. Let's look for people who are looking for an opportunity in a particular area, like fitness. 7,000 people. But keep in mind that every day, new people are being added. So, Elizabeth is looking for an opportunity. So the question, of course, is what does Elizabeth do? So we scroll down a little bit. And you go all the way down to the bottoms. Always start at the beginning. And we can see that she was in retail sales for 6 years. She was a department manager for JCPenney. And then in 2001, she jumps into real estate. And she stays in real estate. Caldwell Banker, Hayden Homes. 2010 was when the real estate market crashed. She was a real estate sales manager, managing broker, so she stayed in the business. 2014, 2015, real estate. 14, 15, real estate. 15 to 16, real estate. Office manager, real estate. And then in 2017, she changes hats and she becomes a human resources recruiter. 2017 to 2019, and up until August she's a recruiter. Real estate, sales, recruiter. She possesses all of the experience, looking for new opportunity. All right? So, Denise reached out to her 4 days before Christmas. And on Christmas Eve, she was accepted. So Denise just sends her a little message with an emoji, a moving image, just reaching out to say Merry Christmas. These moving images are the new hot feature on LinkedIn. LinkedIn didn't have these a year ago. Well, New Year's Eve, she wishes her a Happy New Year. Now, we introduced the last week in December what we call our project launch script. And we told everybody, you know, if you could use it, The more of a relationship you have with someone, the better. But Denise used it. Okay. Want to wish you a happy New Year. Now, I normally like to get to know a person before I talk about my business, but with today being New Year's Eve and considering what you do, I'm just going to ask. I'm about to launch a new project. Now, you name your project. In this case, it's called Senior Director in 3, and work personally with 2 people to help them make up to $140,000 in my company in the next 90 days. I'm reaching out to you because you have the skill set and aptitude to do this, and I think you'd be fun to work with. Would you like to know the details? And she comes back with, I'm not sure. Maybe give me some more details, and Happy New Year. Now, a lot of folks are using the lower number because you can make anywhere from 15,000 to 40. People have made 40. So, from here on in, I'm working with Denise. She says, I'd love to give you some more information, but what experience do you have you had with network marketing? Before you talk to anybody about your business, you have to know what their experience in network marketing is. So that was on January 2nd. On the 6th, she writes back, I spent 16 years in real estate representing various builders. I used my network to find candidates for career openings I had. I'm not sure if that's what you're talking about, but I'm comfortable with the concept. And remember, the more people type, the more interested they are in talking to you. So, before you talk about your business, you got to know what their network marketing experience is. So, let me just... Denise, was this me or was this you?
That was me.
Okay.
It was me, but I used some of your wording.
Right. So, after a while, you use my word so many times, it's hard to tell is it me or is it you?
Yeah.
Okay? So, basically, paid her a compliment, find out what experience she has with any kind of network marketing, and that was on the 8th. So 8 days go by. Tick, tick, tick. And then she writes back, I have not. I've been to Pampered Chef parties and know about some of the others. Now remember that a person's experience in network marketing is based on, or their perception of network marketing is based on their experience. Pampered Chef, home parties. So, I jumped in and I told Denise, just save them up, okay? Just save them up. And on the 28th, I jumped back into her account and I answered maybe half a dozen. Each person is different. Now, what I wrote here for Denise, she's going to be able to use over and over again. When the real estate market crashed in 2008 to 2010, this is our transition line. Many real estate professionals jumped into network marketing companies to generate income during that slow period. I'm surprised you didn't participate in any. With your experience managing and training people in real estate sales, real estate and recruiting, you have the skill set, aptitude, and working experience to be very successful in network marketing today. Now you have to give people more than that. You have to explain a little bit more about what it is. To be successful in network marketing today, you have to find a company with products you can genuinely be passionate about, passionate to the point where you'd want to tell people about them even if you weren't being paid. Then it's important to work with someone successful in the company with a growing team that can help you become successful too, because to be successful in any legitimate network marketing company is a team effort. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. In network marketing, you earn residual income as the people that use your products continue to order them. So if you decide to take a month-long vacation and you still get paid by the company, LOL, laughing out loud. Now we're going to explain a little bit about the company. In this case, it's Melaleuca. My company manufactures a wide range of non-toxic products that women with small children at home can't resist. We have a 97% reorder rate with our customers. I'm partnered with one of the top earners in the company who's devoted to helping me succeed and everyone that I work with. We have a simple system for everyone to build a fast-growing business using Facebook and LinkedIn that is so much fun to use, it's addicting. Again, LOL, laughing out loud. The most successful people in network marketing and my business today, people making high 6- and 7-figure incomes, all devote their time to developing people and coaching them to be successful in our business and in life. And would you like to know more about my company and how we would be working together? Now, by the way, in our social networking case study book, we're going to give you exact examples. Case studies. What do you say to somebody that says, sounds like a pyramid? What do you say to the life coaches? What do you say when someone questions auto ship? So we have all kinds of examples of what to say to explain how things work in your business. All of these have been used and they have been proven to work. What do you say to somebody with no network marketing experience? It's what you're looking at right here. So Saturday she writes back, I admit I'm on the fence. I've been approached many times for opportunities like this. I'm in a very small town and I don't really know anyone. Networking will be challenging. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to learn more about it. As a tree hugger freak from Oregon, green products appeal to me. Now we had some fun with this. We looked at this. So on Tuesday, again, I jumped back into Denise's account. I understand how you feel, and I'm not surprised that you've been approached so many times. We have several examples of that. See, the people that you would naturally be talking to on Facebook and LinkedIn, the best prime products, they're all being hit on. They're all being pitched on something. Your previous experience in real estate and recruiting is what attracts everyone to you with their opportunities, LOL. And in the strategy book, if you have coach on your page, just like if you were a chiropractor, you're going to hear from 15 or 20 network marketers every day pitching some kind of a business. Put the word coach on your page, same thing. People approaching you, trying to sell you leads, trying to sell you clients. There are two things that make me different. First, I have a simple foolproof method that will enable you to connect with the people on LinkedIn and Facebook that you would genuinely enjoy talking to, and you'd know in advance that they're clearly eager to talk to you. Now, this was actually developed during one of our Ask Max sessions. And I'll log into somebody's account, we'll take a prospect, and we'll write these things right before your eyes. And you know in advance that they are clearly eager to talk to you. That makes being in a small town irrelevant and removes all of your networking challenges. In fact, you don't ever have to talk to anyone where you live. See, you want to find out as many objections as possible before you really get into the business. Second, as one tree hugger freak to another, not only am I confident that you'd appreciate our green products, you're also going to appreciate how women with young children at home appreciate them too. If I didn't think you could be successful working with me and would enjoy the entire experience, I wouldn't have reached out to you. I do have to warn you about something. The entire process of meeting wonderful new people online can be so much fun that it doesn't seem like work, and it can be a bit addicting, LOL. So are you up for getting off the fence for a bit and checking this out? So, what are we doing here? We're showing Denise how to qualify the person, how to control the conversation by asking questions, and we're giving her the language to use to move the conversation along and closer to the close. And then, because it's not just about conversation, we found an image. I thought you'd like this one. And we sent her the Eleanor Roosevelt quote. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. And then she writes back the next day, I love it. And I admit you piqued my interest. Let's set up a time to talk. Have a great day. Morning or afternoon best. And then the other day we sent her this one. If you don't build your dreams, someone else will hire you to help them build theirs. And now she's giving you the number. I have a small farm. So no wonder she's a tree hugger. Okay. So what you've done here is you've asked, is that central time? Well, let's take a look. Well, she says she's in Tennessee, so I guess, all right. So she hasn't seen this yet.
No, but that's central.
So it is central?
Yeah, I believe it is.
Okay, so let me ask you a question, Denise. We had to pull out of you that you'd hug a tree. So she lives on a farm.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the closest thing you've ever been to a farm? Have you ever been on a farm?
Oh yeah.
Okay. What's your farming experience?
I helped my grandmother with her farm, so horses, cows, pigs, chickens, everything.
Okay, so there you go. So we're gonna write here. I used to help my grandmother on her farm. So what do? I fed the chickens.
Yep. Milk cow.
What else did you do?
Fed the calves.
Fed the cattle?
Yeah.
Okay, fed the cattle. Did they have horses on the farm too?
Yep.
Okay. Now, do you have any brothers or sisters that, or was it just you?
My brother.
Okay. So we're going to say here, fed the cattle, and was always able to delegate. Was he older or younger?
He's older.
Was able to delegate cleaning out the stalls to my brother. Or did you do some of that too?
No, he did most of that.
Yeah, okay. And then we're going to go LOL. Now, conversation. What kind of farm do you have? Okay? So, you want to learn, the more you know about her, the more she has in common with you. Now, do you have any idea when you're going to call?
I was going to try after this call, so probably
Okay.
about an hour.
Okay. So, the whole idea is learning about the other person, controlling the conversation. With what? with questions. Okay? And so, and you're already, you know what you're going to show, what tools you're going to use to show the business, right?
Yep.
Okay, good. Now, what I'm going to do, before I jump into someone else's account, I'm going to give you another example. Now, this is textbook. Okay? Now, we have scripts for life coaches. Look at all the life coaches that you're going to find on LinkedIn. And most of these people are not involved in any kind of network marketing. Some have life coaches with bad experience. So there's a little something for all of you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up a conversation between Zija and Aaron. Now, we actually have two. One is, frankly, very similar to the one we just looked at. In other words, Zija is building an Isagenix business. She was a school teacher. She taught music. She's got a Facebook page, a LinkedIn profile. She also has a Facebook public page, but she really doesn't use this one that much. In fact, everything that you want to do can really be done with a public page, with a personal profile. So she reaches out to Aaron, and Aaron sells long distance service, T-Mobile. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward because we're going to get to the point where he wants to talk about music. They both like music. So she talks about music, but always asks a question about the business. What were you doing before? I was with Verizon. I play the guitar, drums, bass. Okay, so why'd you go from Verizon to T-Mobile? I love to watch people. Oh, Verizon was all about numbers. See, he's got the music stuff up here, but then we're talking about the business. I felt like a number. At T-Mobile, it's all about people. What are you promoting with T-Mobile? People. That's my passion. All right. So she comes back and says, that's my passion too. Every day I get to pour belief into people and watch their lives change, so I get it. You probably love what I do. Here's our transition line. With all your experience in sales and business and your passion for helping people meet their potential, have you ever gotten involved with a network marketing company where you could offer your clients a product you were passionate about and get an additional stream of income to your bank account? He comes back and says the same thing. Well, I have been approached by many people. Everything from makeup to CBD oil, Primerica. What do you offer? Maybe it's something I would enjoy. Now, you have to. So we basically answered. Now, what's neat about this is Zija is building an Isagenix business. We told everybody, well, you could put Zija in, and of course now Zija is part of Isagenix. But what I want to do, and she ends up calling in the day that she signed them up. I'm launching a project to work with 3 people that have your level of team building experience and help them go to the top. I'd be delighted to share the details of how we'd be working together. Perhaps this is a time in your life to stop making the mobile carriers you work for rich and start building your own team of motivated entrepreneurs. And start building your team of, and help all of them become rich building their own business. Would you be interested in learning how we would work together? He says, yes. And she calls in right after she signs them up. And here's another one. She reaches out. She's in Atlanta. She's talking to a personal trainer in the UK. What do you do? Okay. I was a music teacher, recently retired. How long have you been a fitness personal trainer? Just under 2 years. I was an engineer for the last 10. Why'd you switch? Long hours, my health started going down, I couldn't see my kids. as I'm leaving home at 6 a.m. back at 10. Good money, but no social life. So, I hear this a lot with people in high-pressure jobs. How's the money and social life now? Beautiful. I'm making money with my website. I'm helping other people improve their health and life. Feel young again. So tell me about your growing internet business. People will get around asking you about what you do when you ask them what they do. So over here, I have a network marketing business with Isagenix. What network marketing company do you work with? Because you have to know, most personal trainers are all with some kind of a network marketing company. Well, he comes back and he says Facebook and YouTube. So he doesn't have any connection with a network marketing company. He's got a website. He's got 16 clients that he trains online and 10 in his gym. So she goes to his website and she figures out with those 16 clients, you're going to make 24,000 pounds. What's the maximum number of you could teach coach per month? Well, I get 100. Sounds great. Now I work, many of the fitness instructors I work with are making extra income to support their growing training business. You're already one step ahead because you've got a great website. Would you be interested in making some extra income? He says, yeah, tell me more, please, how? So the next part, he has no experience with network marketing. Well, she clarifies that. And then tells him about the business, gives him a link, and then shows her results using the products, and then says, let's help you build your business. And then he writes back, no thank you, this is not for me. She got it 4:45 in the morning. I got a text from her at 6:15. She's looking for help. Okay. So this is not for me. He never responded back. So 2 days later, we sent an image. If the plan doesn't work, change the plan, but never the goal. Now, everything that I typed, she was able, if it ever came up again, okay? So, as I was sending this out to a few friends, I thought of you. Most of the personal trainers that have been in the business for 5 or more years, remember, he's only been in the business for 2, have all found network marketing companies with products they can recommend to their clients with enthusiasm and generate an additional income stream. If you don't make an extra income stream, if you don't have an extra income stream coming in, you only make money when you're training others. Personal trainers use network marketing to subsidize their growing business or use the extra income to give them time off from training. If you can't get excited about Isagenix, I strongly suggest you find a network marketing company with products you can be passionate about. Then find someone in the company you can work with that's successful and work with them. You're not the first entrepreneurial personal trainer that I've worked with that discovered building an online clientele does not produce residual income. All it does is keep you in front of a monitor instead of being face to face. So what did we do here? We took the high road. Hey, listen, if you can't get excited about my business, it's okay. I like you. You've only been doing this for 2 years. In the next 3 years, you're going to figure it out. So then he comes back and he says, I'm just not good at networking. So now we have the reason he said no. So we jump back in. Sorry for the delayed response. Time flies when you're having fun. No, you really don't have to be good at networking to be successful in network marketing or in my business. You have already been successful to getting online clients and real-time clients because you're passionate about what you're doing. People must like you. The enthusiasm for what you're doing comes across online. To be successful in network marketing today is a team effort. It also involves constant personal growth as we learn new things. Now, you'd be in business for yourself, but not by yourself. I assure you that it wouldn't take you any time at all to become comfortable at making connections with people that you genuinely like and who like you. That's all that networking is. The most successful personal trainers all have to develop networking skills, or they wouldn't be very successful as trainers. Working together, I would help you develop the networking skills you think you need, and then in parentheses, I'm not sure you need much help with this, LOL, and become very successful in network marketing. Naturally, you'll also be using these skills to increase the size of your personal training clientele. Then, we sent a motivational image, the 3 C's of life. Choices, chances, changes. You must make a choice to take a chance, or your life will never change. And then we went for the close, or actually the pre-close. If you'd like to explore your possibilities, I'd be delighted to help you and introduce you to some of the other personal trainers I work with that have become 6- and 7-figure earners. When can we schedule a convenient time to discuss this further? And they set up a time. He signs up in her business. Once you have shown the business, you have to show the person why they need what you have. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I want you all to hear, and I want you to listen to her voice. Because Zelaya called in the morning that she signed up Aaron, the phone guy. This is what she had to say.
Hey Max, how's it going?
Hi Zelaya, things are going really, really well. How are things going with you?
Good. I always have you on in the background. You're like my little motivation, and then if I get stuck, I can pop over and say, Max!
So you're signing somebody up now?
Yeah, I just finished it. He was someone that I was sure was going to sign up, and I would call this one about as textbook as you make them. I'm pretty excited to have him on my team.
Mm-hmm.
But when he wasn't hesitating, but it just took him a bit to kind of like let everything sink in and figure out really what was going to be happening. And it's interesting. I used on our text messages back and forth exactly the same strategy that we use here of just continuing the conversation, ending with a question, giving him a reason to text me something back, even if it was, "What did you do for this weekend?" I wrote back to him. I was like, "Sure wish you were in my business this week because it has just exploded," which is true. It has exploded. Thank you to all of your help. And he texted me this morning and said, "Okay, this is it."
So tell me about your exploding business.
Yeah, so one of the people that I enrolled from LinkedIn, again, I literally followed the script. I just went right down your script book it was an unhappy network marketer, and she came over, and within the first 2 days, she rank advanced, and one of the people that she brought on within 24 hours, she ranked advanced, and they both are just calling me out of the blue this week. "Oh yeah, I'm enrolling somebody else," and I asked them, "Do you need help? Do you need me to do anything?" No, we've got it all figured out. And the original one I enrolled, she's about to rank advanced again, which is also really great for me. But I can't even keep track. I don't even know who's. It's like so. I think we just brought in like 9 or 10. I was counting up with my husband last night. 9 or 10 people they just brought into the organization within 10 days, and which is more people than I can keep up with. They're fine. Everything is all set up for them. There's nothing for me to do but to just be here as a support and show them. I've shared with them the scripts, what I do. I've been on the phone if they've needed me to, but it's just it's the first time since I've been in this business that I understand what's happening with network marketing. Like you can't grow the business if you don't have people growing under you. And if you don't have a way to reach out to people who are business builders, then you're just going to be like a hamster on a hamster wheel, just enrolling people over and over. When I'm approaching people on LinkedIn, you see I don't talk to them about the products until we've already discovered that they want to talk about the business. That's just a whole different way to do the business. This is doing the business. This is it.
You know, you went to my boot camp, you got my courses. How did working with me one-on-one help you?
A few things. I mean, one, it helped everything go a lot faster. You know, you and I were able to get through, you know, what it would have probably taken me a month to go through just on my own through the boot camp. So that's one thing. But mostly I think it's helped me with the confidence, you know, just practicing it through with you, sitting with you, watching you go through my account, talking to, you know, helping me type out these messages, helping me figure out exactly the wording. Because now I have it in my account, so I can go through, and I do this all the time. I copy and paste a message, you know, when there's something that's very similar or something I can use. I know what I'm doing now. Could somebody figure this out on their own by just reading through? Sure, it would take time, and that's okay. Like, if you've got time, I didn't have time. I've got a fire under me. I've got a reason for building this and building this business fast. Some of you, if you're out there just kind of doing this part-time as something you enjoy, then maybe you do have time. But this is, you know, keeping me from going back into a traditional job, and you know, we have 3 children, and we want them to go to private school, so we have a reason for working this really hard and wanting it to be incredibly successful and fast. And that's what you get from working with you, and just a lot of the hand-holding. I needed that in the first few weeks. You know, it's not new to talk to people, but it's just a new way. You know, when for the last 8 months I was taught by my upline, you know, a certain way, and you know, I was basically vomiting information on people, and those of you out there who are doing that, you know how well that works. It doesn't. And so yeah, you just need a little bit of time, and there have been a few times where Max has had to go into my account and, oh, what did you write, Zyla? You know, and that's okay. And so that's what it's great for, of having that private session, is that he can go through and really help you take a step back and breathe and figure out the right way to talk to somebody.
So, I mean, you're sitting here with confidence because you know exactly how this is going to play out.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the next answer.
Right.
Thank you. You've made this so fun, and I say this to people a lot. A lot of my team, when they ask why I use LinkedIn, you know, my time is so precious, and I have very specific chunks of time that I can use to work on the business. You know, it's mostly during my baby's nap time, and so I have to really stay focused, and I have to be able to use my time so productively. And this gives me that chance to be proactive. You know, now I can reach out to as many people as I want. I can have the question, you know, I can have all of these conversations. It's just the way it would be if I were at a cocktail party. You have a conversation. If it's not going anywhere, you just say, all right, thanks, enjoy your evening. You just walk on, and that's it. And so I'm not wasting my time, their time. You know, I can have, you know, 10 to 15 of them at a time going on every day, you know, or if I'm in the carpool line picking up my older kids, you know, I can quickly send a quick note back and keep the conversation going. So you've just made it so I can use my time wisely and only, you know, I'm just talking to the people where it makes sense to talk to them, and I don't waste our time. So anyway.
Now,
yeah.
when did you get started in your business? Was that October, November?
When I started with Isagenix business, it's been almost a year. This April. So let's call it a year. And then I started with you in January.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm learning the business. I'm brand new in network marketing. I'm just 1 year in it. So I'm not disappointed for where I am, but wow, this is so much better. And if somebody had shown me this, if I had learned your way from day one, well, I'm not going to look back and imagine where I would have been, but I'm getting there now, so.
All right, we got a question here. I have a question. What do you say to a person when they say they have minimal network marketing experience? Well, minimal network marketing experience is still experience. So you need to find out what that experience is. Alana, should I grab Sales Navigator? Absolutely. You definitely want to use Sales Navigator for the first 30 days while you're in boot camp. Okay? While you're in boot camp. Very important. Use it for free for 30 days. You're going to love it. And if you don't like it, then, you know, you don't have to use it.
That stuff. So if I start typing that I'm a professional and stuff, I think perhaps it will make some difficulties for me.
Okay.
But,
well, first, number one, over what period of time have you been trying to be successful in network marketing?
my first experience was in 2002.
Okay.
And then I've been, I'm not proud of it, but all in all, I've been in 22 different companies.
Really?
Yeah.
22 in 18.
22.
In 18 years.
Yeah.
It's almost one a year.
Yeah. And some of them I've tried several times, you know, because my former sponsor come to me and say, oh, we have improved so much and you don't have to do this anymore, you just have to do this and this instead.
Okay.
Give it a shot again, and then we find out it's exactly the same. So it has been quite a journey for me and my wife. But we have not given up on network marketing, and we will not give up. We just need to find the right place.
Well, you're definitely going to hear from some people. All right. First of all, look. Experience is what you get when you don't get what you want. So right off the bat, you got experience. You're not the first person to go through what you're going through. Okay? Now, in 2002, you didn't have social media like you have today. Facebook wasn't around, LinkedIn wasn't around. Although America Online was around, so number one, there's more people on Facebook and LinkedIn. Number two, from the standpoint of, well, all your friends know about what you've done, you're in what they call the NFL club. No friends left.
Yeah.
But the beautiful thing is, you don't have to go to your friends. Now, if your friends see you on LinkedIn, and I doubt that your friends are checking your LinkedIn presence, so you have an opportunity to dive into the population of 645 million professionals. These people don't know you, so you can make new friends. Have you ever heard the expression, no one is a prophet in their own town? In other words, the people that know you, they know you. So you put on a suit, you go to another country, you go to another city, nobody knows you, and they judge you based on what they see and based on how you present yourself. So what were some of the companies that you were involved with?
My first company was ACN.
Okay.
And then it has been, how do we pronounce it in English? World Games Incorporated, VGI.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was Herbalife, was Sango, it was, I can't remember all of them, but it has been a lot. Health and Beauty, LR International,
Mm-hmm.
Four Corners.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Were you ever in New Ways?
New Ways?
Yeah. NEWAYS?
Is that open in Denmark? I'm not sure about that.
I'm not sure either. So I want.
But we have we were in the newscape.
Okay.
And we have been the last one I've been in was Forever Living.
Okay.
And it was very expensive to keep
Mm-hmm.
my business in Forever Living.
Gotcha. Okay.
And they were insisting that I had to do home parties and go to my friends and family, and they were not interested in me going online. So that's why I've been looking for something else that was possible to build global and not local.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
I brought up on the screen here Rega Bauer. Now,
Yeah.
I met Rega Bauer 20 years ago. Ray at the time was a presidential in a company called Manatech. He was the top guy. Had the biggest team, the biggest group. What most people didn't know about Ray was Ray had been in network marketing for 20 years. Okay? When I met him, he was in 20 years. He's been in the industry for 40 years. When I met him, he was in 20 years. And in the 20 years that he was in network marketing, he was in 40 companies. He has you beat.
Okay.
Okay? He went through 40 companies in 20 years. And so I'm telling you that unfortunately in this business today, there are a lot of people that don't understand the power of social media. They don't understand the reach that it has. They don't understand the value. And so many times you're going to get an upline. We hear it all the time in boot camp. Max, my upline says, we got to do home parties. My upline says we got to do this, we got to do that. And the truth is, you don't need to do a home party because you can meet people online. You don't need to go to somebody's house. You could do a Zoom thing where you're looking at them, they're looking at you. Now, if they wanted to invite some of their friends over to their house for a party, and you could talk to 8 or 9 of their friends at the same time, that's certainly one way to build a business. But you could also teach your new recruits to interact and engage with the people that they're already connected to and they already know. So the bottom line is, number one, you're not alone. Number two, you've paid your dues. Okay, and now it's time to remember what we said, I think last week, knowledge is power, but knowledge without action, is worthless. So what I'm teaching you has helped hundreds of thousands of network marketers. As Teresa says, you are in the right place at the right time, and all this is going to do is it's going to add to your story. It's going to add to your story. When you talk to other people and you get their network marketing experience, and you're going to be able to say, man, I it's the feel, felt, found strategy. I know how you feel. Look at all the companies I was in. I was done with it. I was ready to quit. You haven't quit because you understand the true power of duplication. You understand the value of being in a company that generates residual income for you. Unfortunately, what happens is you're not alone. You're not alone. And the thing is that, in fact, let's see, I should put this over here because I'm getting some. So it's not about swallowing your pride. Okay? Patty says everybody's got a story they don't share. It's funny that when you are struggling, when you are, at the low end of, your income, you're struggling, you're trying to get something going. It's hard for people to talk about what they're doing, talk about themselves. But once you start to become successful, it becomes easier. That's why I'm sure you've heard the expression, fake it till you make it. And the truth is, on here, you don't have to fake it. You don't have to fake it, okay? Now, Patty Saporino, you know, is, you know, giving you some of her comments. You know, I knew Patty when she was in a previous company. And back then, they were not internet savvy. They were not interested in the internet at all. Today, everybody's interested in the internet. So, again, you're at the right time, at the right place. And that says the more mistakes you make, the more professional you get. Well, that's why we want to learn from other people. You know, if you learn about the mistakes of other people, you don't necessarily have to repeat them yourself. So, and listen, I'd be happy to introduce you to the top earners in any one of 40 or 50 companies that, you know, and what you want to do is you want to find a company that has products you can be passionate about. Feel free to, you know, call on me. What do I think of this or what do I think of that? Because you don't want to get involved in something that doesn't provide you with long-term potential, and then learn what we're teaching you here. And it's a simple, easy to duplicate process. And you know, every time you come to one of my live free trainings, you'll come away learning something. There's nothing that we're teaching you that you can't do. It's 100% duplicatable. And the best part about it, is that it's totally duplicatable. And once you get it, and once you get into it, it's going to be life-changing for you, and it's going to be life-changing for everybody that you bring into the business. But don't be surprised. There are a lot of people out there. That's why we say you can call yourself a social media trainer or a social media expert, because when you come out of one of my boot camps or you go through any one of my courses, you're going to know what 95% of the people in your business don't know. And just like Ray Gabauer, now Ray's got an interesting story. Because, you know, we all go through ups and downs in life. Okay? And 20 years ago, he was $1 million earner in Manatech. Manatech went through some changes. Ray had some personal difficulty. He lost his business. He lost his income. And now he's back in network marketing. He's building another, business. So, anyway, but please do not feel discouraged, and don't get down on yourself, okay? You are an entrepreneur, okay? You have been studying the network marketing, direct sales industry for 20 years. You know how many light bulbs Thomas Edison tried to make before he got one that worked? Okay? But believe me, you haven't done half of that, okay? And the best news is, the best part of this, okay? And I mean this, and I'm saying this with a deep sense of humility. You found me, okay? Because there's so many people out there that are teaching bullshit. And if it doesn't make sense to you, if somebody's telling you got to do this and it doesn't make sense to you, then listen to your inner voice. Okay?
Yeah.
Listen to your inner voice. You know, if you can't afford any of my courses, come back. That's why we do these things for free. It drives me crazy that there are people out there that struggle and suffer when you don't really have to. Jump into one of my boot camps, and we'll help you. And we've got advanced classes. We've got I even do private coaching, whatever it is that you need. And you got to learn how to do this, okay? And you could learn how to do this even before you pick a company, okay? Because if you know how to do this and you know how to search for people, then what you could do is you could start, looking around. And actually what happens is when you craft your profile a certain way, you'll hear from all kinds of network marketers that are going to be interested in having you join their business. And trust me, okay, in the next, believe me, in the next 2 weeks, you're going to get a lot of friend requests from people that are watching this. And so Alana writes, I didn't even want to talk to people with what she was talking. There's so much stuff that's being taught out there that doesn't work. It didn't work in the face-to-face world, and it doesn't work online. And that Rocky music, that's going to be you in 12 months. Promise. So, I will be back. Tonight is our first night of boot camp. I'm looking forward to, man, I love success stories, and I know how many of you are on your way to achieving a level of success that most of you only dreamed about. So, like I said, tonight at 9 o'clock. Tomorrow I'll be back at, tomorrow's Friday. So tomorrow it'll be 9 o'clock in the morning and 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. Come back, learn a little bit more. Feel free, go to my my YouTube channel, youtube.com/free leads. And we've got, whoops, what did I do? /free legal. Oh, what's going on here? Are we having a little issue here with the internet? I think we have it. Anyway, it's youtube.com/free leads, and we have all kinds of free training there for you as well. So until next time, best of luck in building your business, folks, and God bless.